Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the wonderful Pacific Northwest in that little town of Belfair, Washington, Hickville, USA as I love to call it. So welcome to my channel everybody. So this is Wednesday's extra video featuring a little cheer and some retired DSP, which is from the retired September to December 2024's mini catalog, because these were some gifts to me. So we are using the DSP Take a Bow that the lovely Phyllis sent me, and you guys know that I am doing some prep work for some, I guess you could say a service project if you want to call it that. I want to take and do some Christmas cards with either the VA home that's in the Port Orchard area near my Aunt Carol, or one of the senior homes for the holidays. So I am prepping cards and getting everything ready to do Christmas cards with them, and I'm using what has been given to me and extras, and I'm just trying to make them simple little Christmas cards that can be quickly put together with a little bit of stamping on them. So we're not going to be stamping on the inside per se, because the stamp set that I want to use for this project is this one here, Christmas Labels, because my Aunt Carol has this set and it gives a wide variety of sentiments that can be stamped on to these wonderful little labels here, and we haven't found it yet. We're in the middle of, you know, rearranging stuff over at my Aunt Carol's. I've been working over there with her, and they're in her room, but we've been bringing a lot of stuff in from her garage, and she's been going through things, and I've been working with her, and we just haven't gotten there yet, and we're not in a big hurry. But this is what I plan on using for the inside. My thinking is that I can die cut a whole lot of these sentiment labels. I can have them pre-die cut, and then that way they can stamp whichever one of these sentiments they want, and they can put them on the outside or inside of the card. A lot of these are going to have something on the outside, but these can all go on the inside, and it will make it quick and simple. And if they mess up, there'll be extras for them to try again. So that is what I plan on doing for the inside of these. And then for our DSP today, we're using the Take a Bow and some other goodies that were sent to me from the lovely Phyllis. So let me show you that. So the lovely Tami sent me this little cheer. Now we are just using the stamps here, and we're going to be using these on the envelope. We're going to be stamping a little cheer. Christmas time is here on our envelope, and this little leaf, just to give it a little bit of color for the holidays, because you know I love stamping on the envelope. This is the DSP we are using, and it's a lot like the first card I showed you, where I just took the cut-offs from it, and we're going to have it very similar. I'm using what I have, and I want the layouts to be the same. Everything is in the envelopes. Now these die cuts are from the old layering circle dies that had scallops and circles on them, right? This is from Stampin' Up! I didn't keep the packaging. This was back a long time ago. I used this circle right here, and this circle is 2 1/4 inch circle, but this is where I got it from. Let me set that aside. But this is what I chose. This whole big die here, Phyllis sent me this, and oops, this is what I'm going to use today. So what I did is, instead of, this was the same size circle, so that was easy. And then I used a 2-inch circle punch from Stampin' Up! And I punched just some silver foily with a little bit of a brick pattern or a weave pattern. And I also put a green circle punch on top of here. So I have some that say Merry Christmas, some that say Happy Holidays. And then I took the circle from here that was punched out of here, and I used it to punch out or die cut this holly, and the little berries was just scrap bits left over. Let me show you. I used this little bit here for die cutting the little berries out. Being very thrifty with my supplies, right? And I did some white in case I want snowmans and stuff. I did a little bit of scrap paper not fussy cutting, but I have some snowmen there, some stockings there, in case I want to use those for something else. I did some die cutting at the same time. So this is what we're using as well. This should not take very long at all. You can see I already have the little berries on the holly, my circle, my silver circle, and this one says Merry Christmas. So we're just going to layer these all up. And I'm thinking that I will glue these all together. I haven't yet. I was just putting them in the cards and envelopes. But I thought that I would go ahead and do this bit, getting them glued together, just because that way it's simpler for them. And I even thought I would bring in dimensionals for this. Oh, this one is slick and it just is slippery right now. But because this can get a little bit persnickety, you know, with all the little lettering. So I do still have more work to do, but in the meantime, and I must thank Allie because she gave me some great tips on glue, and I don't think I replied to your email, hun, because I meant to, and I don't think it ever sent. I need to double check that. So see, that fits perfectly there, and that little bit of silver, it just, you know, I'm wondering where the silver bit is. It was just some scrap I had, and I'm like, oh, will this work? And the answer is, oh, it does work. So it's good when things work out like that. And my little holly is just going to go in the center. All right, so card base, right? And I did tell you these are not expensive card bases and envelopes. They were something I found at the thrift store. You could use either side, but I like the green with the contrast of the red and white candy cane stripes for this one. Simple cards. Now you can get fussy with it and line them up about a half an inch on each end. You want. So, like some information. Do you think I should glue these strips down? I don't think so. I think they need to do a little bit, right? Because I'm going to already be gluing the Christmas stuff. I'd like them to do some of the work here so they feel like they've actually done something. Oops, that's the wrong one. Half an inch. Right here. I mean, that's pretty simple just to glue it there. Alright, so there is our card, right? Now the inside, I can't show you the inside yet because, like I said, can't find the set yet. It's at my aunt's. So this, we could pop this up on dimensionals, but with people who may not send a lot of cards, they may not want this on a dimensional. So I'm not going to, but I'm going to offer it there. But for my sample, I'm not going to. What I am going to offer is adding, I'm going to buy some new bottles of stickly glitter glue. And I do have, ooh, my drawer doesn't want to open that way. Let's see, I have red and green here. So this is Christmas red. We're going to start with the green, and this has a little bit of red in it as well. Ooh, that is the wrong, definitely not the right color for the leaves. So let's try again. Not a lime green. That's a gold green. We don't want that color. Can't. I guess this is the color. I would want a different green, but we're going to go with this one. We're going to add some stickly glitter glue to our leaves, our holly, and we're going to add some stickly glitter glue, red, to our holly berries. Just to give it a little Christmas touch. Let me close this up, and then we'll stamp our envelope. So you know, they may choose not to stamp their envelopes. Ooh. Oh, we need a Q-tip. Q-tip to the rescue here. If you're wondering why I lick it, that's because I feel like it helps the fibers not to get all in there. Okay. So simple, right? Merry Christmas, a simple little Christmas card. I'm going to put these in my box so I remember to get more of that. Simple little Merry Christmas. Now let's stamp on our envelope. And it's a hot one, everybody. It just is. Pardon my reach, I'm getting some scrap paper here. And so we're using the 3 sentiments. First, we're going to stamp Sending Holiday Cheer. And I got the wrong color. That's cherry cobbler. I went real red. I want to leave a little room here for the greenery I want to stamp. And by using the same colors, I'm going to have the same ink pads, same color scheme, hopefully going on, so I don't have to take like a whole lot of supplies in there. Alright, so we're all done there. And next, we're going to use the Old Olive. I think we're just going to do the one. Maybe. Nope, I just want the one. That's just how it is. And this one, we're just going to put one there. So that's all there is to this card. The inside still is yet to come, guys. Sorry about that. But hopefully you like what I've done. Sending a Little Cheer, Christmas time is here. And the inside will have one of the sentiments that I choose from the Christmas labels here. I'll show you again. The Christmas labels, one of those will go on the inside of this card, either on a label or I can stamp directly to it. So I want to keep it all the same. But thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you all again here soon in my Wonderland. Bye bye for now, everyone.